Morning guys, welcome to another You're on a Mountain adventure, something a little bit different today. I've been sent some products from a company called FLEXTAIL, and you'll be well aware of FLEXTAIL, no doubt. They're a cracking company and they make some fantastic products. This particular one here is the Tiny Pump 2X, which is the latest version which has been released. And it is a cracking bit of kit, so we're going to have a little bit of a look at this, some of the specifications and what it's capable of. It's very versatile. I bought the original Tiny Pump and I've been using it for the past 2 years, and that's a cracking bit of kit, and this has just been upgraded, so we're in for some special things with this one for sure. We've got that one, and we've also they've also kindly sent me the FLEXTAIL inflatable pillow. It's the Zero. So we're going to be having a look at this one as well. Now, I've already tried this on a number of different wild camps and it is awesome. So stay tuned folks, we'll have a look at these two different products. So what do you get with the pack itself? It comes in the box, as you can see there, and actually there's quite a lot of information on the box itself. First things first, of course, we have got the pump itself. I'll go through some of the features of this particular pump, but as you can see, it's available also in different colours and doesn't have to necessarily be in orange. So that's the pump. You do get a number of different nozzle attachments, as you can see here. The one which I'm holding is probably the one which I've been using the most for the likes of my X-Ped mat, and also for the pillow as well, but there are a whole range of different nozzles that you get with it as well. You get a nice little bag for it as well, so you can store everything and keep everything together, because one thing that I've kind of found is if you don't keep yourself organised on a wild camp, you tend to lose things, and especially when it's small bits of equipment like this as well. And it is charged by a USB-C cable, which comes complete in the pack as well. Right guys, first things first, this thing is tiny, hence the name of the Tiny Pump. This is the smallest in the range, and in actual fact the specifications of it means it's actually better than its predecessors as well. I've tried it out a few times. It is really good. In fact, I would say it's essential. So first things first, it's an inflator. The nozzles fit into here, and that will allow you to inflate things, whether it's air mats. It even does the kind of full-size camping beds as well, which is great. Pillows, various other inflatable things as well. It is also a deflator as well. The air is sucked in through here and blown out through there, but that is for deflating things, which is great, because I know with my X-Ped mat sometimes it's very difficult just on on your own kind of steam type of thing, just to get all the air out and pack it down as small as possible. Using this really kind of gets all the air out of whatever it is, inflatable that you've got, and you'll be able to pack it away much better, which is absolutely great. And the third, because it's a 3-in-1, you can see the whiter ring around there. That's actually a light on there as well, which is powerful. It's got 3 settings on it. I'll tell you a little bit more about that in a while. What I particularly like about this is the predecessor. You can see the little metal ring on there. The predecessor, it used to shake and it wasn't in place. This one is locked into place and tucked away, so that means you can hang that from your lantern hanging point in your tent. Handily enough, this is also waterproof as well. I don't think you can fully submerge it, but it's certainly more than splash proof. Or if you're in a tent, and of course there's maybe water ingress, or you've been in particularly bad weather and you need to maybe even use this for navigation, it is waterproof as well. Dimensions wise, this is 1.8 inches by 1.7 inches by 2.3 inches, so that'll give you an idea of its actual size itself. If I just kind of show that against my hand, you can see there as well. Okay, it is a power bank, believe it or not, as well. It's a 1,300 milliamp hour power bank. So in emergencies, if you're needing to recharge a torch, for example, or if you're needing to put a bit of charge on your phone, it will also act as that as well. Now, FLEXTAIL gear claim that this will inflate a pillow 105 times. which is quite something, isn't it? Now, I've used this out on wild camps. I've just come back from the Cairngorm National Park, and I've been using this, and predominantly A for the pump, but B for the actual lantern itself. There's 3 settings on the light, so I'll just show you those now. So the light is on the end where the inflator nozzle goes on to. You'll be able to see here the on-off switches for it. There's a couple of buttons on there, and I'll show you exactly what they are. So the bottom one, which you can see there, if you hold it in, that will then illuminate to the first setting on the light. That is 40 lumens. You press it one more time, and that will take it to the next light setting, which is 160 lumens, and press it one more time, and that will give you a mega bright one, which is 400 lumens. So if you have it on the lowest setting, the 40 lumens, it will last continuously for 10 hours. If you have it on the next brighter one up, that will last continuously for 2.5 hours. And if you have it on the 400 lumen setting, which is the brightest, that will last continuously for 1 hour. I must admit that the brightest setting is very, very harsh when you're in a tent. I tend to just kind of have it on either, you know, the kind of first one or the second one. One of the things I particularly like about it being a bit of a clumsy wild camper, which we can all be from time to time, especially if we're under pressure with weather conditions and the prevailing conditions in the tent and what have you, it needs to be durable. This is a high quality ABS housing on this particular product as well, and it can be dropped on concrete from 1.2 meters and still be intact. It is actually very, very durable. So to activate the actual pump itself, you go back to the buttons on the front and you just press the bottom button twice. That is now blowing, and you press it once to stop. It's quite literally as easy as that. Bottom button twice, and once to stop it. Ideal. And actually this protective coating on here as well makes it entirely waterproof. As far as charging is concerned, and this is one of the big benefits of this one over the old one, you can probably see there the USB-C charging port, and that is covered by that waterproof flap as well. The previous one did not have that. It was an exposed port, and I've had it actually a couple of times where it was kind of had some water ingress as well. Now this means it's going to be completely protected against that. Perfect. One of the last things I particularly like about this one as well, which previous predecessor models didn't have, is in the back there is actually a magnet built into it. So in actual fact, this can magnetize to any metal surface that you might have, which gives you a stable lighting point, which is absolutely ideal. It's not something I've got here in the woods, but it is handy, certainly even around the house as well. You know, if you're needing just a nice little kind of flash lamp or whatever, absolutely perfect. Right guys, let's give it a go. I'm going to use this to blow up the FLEXTAIL pillow, which will be the second part of this video. You can see I'm using the wider attachment. Of course, there are other attachments there for different inflatable devices. Right, let's see how it performs. Well, there we go. Hopefully that's given you all the information that you're needing about the FLEXTAIL Tiny Pump 2X. It is an essential bit of kit. Any wild camper, anybody who's going camping, it's so versatile. The product is fantastic. I've used this quite a few times now, and I've been using its predecessor for nearly 2 years. These things are essential, I would say, 100%. And I know a lot of people in the wild camper community use these already. You might, if you've got the old one, is it worthwhile spending an extra £33 and getting the new one? I guess that's up to you guys. I think, as far as I'll be concerned, the benefits that this has over this predecessor are pretty vast. It's worth the money, and it's going to last as well. So that brings on the last thing. I've alluded to the price of it. If you go onto the FLEXTAIL website, this is currently retailing sterling at £33.13. However, FLEXTAIL gear, FLEXTAIL have kindly sent me this, but also they've given us a discount code as well. I'll share it with you. It'll be on the screen here around about now. So when you go onto the website, if you punch into the promotional code FLEXTAIL15, you will get a 15% discount. Now that's not just off the pump, it's also off the pillow. And in actual fact, they've allowed us to use that discount code for all FLEXTAIL products. So FLEXTAIL15, it's all about saving a few quid here and now, here and there at the minute, isn't it? Let's face it, folks. So extra 15% out off. Go and check it out. This is a real belter. It's essential. Right guys, that I guess brings us on to the FLEXTAIL Zero pillow. Now, this particular bit of kit is something which I've been looking for quite some time now, and I think probably every wild camper or camper has been trying endlessly to get a comfortable, small, lightweight, inflatable pillow, because let's face it, you need to try and ensure that you get a good sleep while you're out camping, otherwise you're knackered for the next day. And I think, and I'm not just saying this because FLEXTAIL have kindly sent us this, I think I found the solution, certainly for me anyway. So this is the FLEXTAIL Zero pillow. Let's just have a look at it and look at some of the actual features of this thing. Firstly, the most important thing for me, and I think for everybody, has got to be comfort. This is, you can inflate it to whatever you want, but it is comfortable. It's mega comfortable. Now the design of it, which you'll be able to see there, it's a B design, so you can see at this end this is thicker than at this end. So depending on how you like your pillows and how you sleep. Personally, myself, I tend to sleep with my head at the wider end there, at the thicker end. I find that more comfortable, but at least you've got the options to maybe use that kind of narrower end there as well. Secondly, apart from comfort, well, this will add to the comfort, the material is absolutely beautiful. It really is. It's a silk fabric, and it is so soft. It's lovely even to put your bare face onto, and it's got various different things built into the material, so it is skin friendly as well, which is important. But that, honestly, if only this could do it some justice. That is a lovely material. That in fact the whole thing is lovely, but certainly where you would put your head onto, that is very nice material indeed. A lot of these kind of inflatable pillows are quite noisy. You hear the crinklings through the night, which of course kind of detracts from a good night's sleep, doesn't it? But there's a little bit of crinkling, but nowhere near as much as what you would get from other pillows, that's for sure. So comfort and the actual material is beautiful, and you can inflate it to whatever you want using the tiny pump X2 as well. On the back you've got your strap. Now that can strap around your air mat. That goes nicely around my X-Ped, so it holds it in place, because one of the worst things is when you're camping, if the pillow's constantly moving around all over the place and it falls off the mat, you've lost it and you're interrupting your sleep. We've got to get good quality sleep, especially when we're camping as well, so that ensures it holds it in place. And a little bit of a kind of camping hack, if you like, once this is in place, if you could take a spare t-shirt with you, and then you can put the whole t-shirt over the top, and that will definitely hold it in place as well. There you go, you're welcome. What I particularly like about this as well is obviously when you're using these a lot, and given the conditions that you're in, if you're up on the top of a mountain, or you're kind of in the wilderness somewhere, or anywhere and you're camping, and certainly after maybe a long hike in, you're going to sweat, and you're going to probably sweat through the night as well. This is washable. You'll be able to see there that it can be removed. That's the inner there. This can be removed, and it is washable as well. I absolutely love this thing. This is great. This has in actual fact been a real game changer for me with wild camping. So the dimensions of the pillow are lengthways, that is 16.5 inches by 11.8 inches as well. This packs down incredibly small. I'll show you it now. I'm going to deflate it. I'm going to put it in its stuff sack which comes with it. I'm just going to show you what the pack size is on this thing. It's incredible. Right guys, so as you can see, this is it all packed down now. This is absolutely tiny. That's in my hand, as you can see there. Ideal for just stuffing into your sack. It also has a bit of a kind of ribbon cord on there as well, so you can clasp it to your bag if you wanted to. All in all, I think this weighs something like 5 ounces, which is absolutely nothing, and all the benefits that it gives you with being such a comfortable pillar. This is a real winner. Absolutely class. So there we go, folks. What a cracking bit of kit. Absolutely class. Do go on to the FLEXTAIL website. Use my discount code FLEXTAIL15. It'll get you 15% discount, not only off this and on the pump, but any other FLEXTAIL product as well. Every penny counts. So if you like the video, do give us a thumbs up. That does help the channel. If you're interested in seeing more of my videos, I've got some links for descriptions in other videos as well. We're talking about things like wildcamping, of course, hiking, and some gear reviews as well. So do consider subscribing. So that's it for today, folks. Thanks very much for tuning in. As always, get out and enjoy a bit of prescription nature. I look forward to catching you on the next Yonder Mountain adventure.